Lebaga channel。
はいどうも、テレビ頭型ピコピコアンドロイド 2P からです。毎週金曜日ビッグゲームストア無料ゲームを遊んでいこうの会。本日はデウス X というゲーム。ジャパニーズはないですか？ブラジル。読めない。エスパニョール。ジャパニーズはないです。ジャパニーズはありません。ニューゲーム。ギミアストーリー。チャレンジ。難易度かな？まあ、ノーマルっぽいとね。メイキングディビテッド。ヒューマンレボリューション。わからん。操作法パターン。スタンダード。You enjoy play game. でも一番上がデフォっぽかったから一番上にするか。
The year was 2027.
2027.
Technology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it.
なんか義手のアニメあ
I
ったよ
just
ね。
landed a job as head of security at
なんだっ
Sarif
け？
Industries,
テクノライズじゃ
a
なくて
cutting-edge biotech firm.
忘
David
れちゃっ
Sarif
た。
himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe.
日本語で
My ex,
OK？
Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight.
おお、腕
Three
が
of the mercs were heavily
銃に
augmented
変
model
形した。
tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't.
は
High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists.
あ、急に実写？
Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the
Humanity.
biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me
肘
to
回りお
retrieve
か
it,
しくね？
and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for a
オープニング長えな。
I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead.
シューターゲームじゃなかった
Of
ら
course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end.
難しいな。ストーリーが全然わからん。シューターなら適当に撃っときゃ進むだろうけ
Henshaw
ど。
Island, China.
チャイ
To
ナ
a
だと。
city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Henshaw wouldn't be easy. lucky for me, I wasn't.
上で住んでる人と下で住んでる人で
Freedom
貧富の差があるん
Sarif
かな。
Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengshu
あ
before.
あいう場合、
A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about
ね
the place
日
to
本
get
も
around.
土地が足らんから、
Malik dropped me in the
い
lower
ずれ
city,
東京とかも
close to
2
the
階
penthouse
層とかに
Barry
なるん
told
だ
me
ろう。
about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the
Story
man who lived
長く
there
ね
was a criminal hacker named
Opening.
Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been
続きもんになったり
controlling
す
the
る
org in Sarif's factory.
前回のあらすじみたいなの
Van
同
Bruggen's
じ
panicked decision to force the
同
man to
じ
commit
ムービー
suicide
見せられてる。
had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, Hengshu's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw.
いつゲーム始まんの？
Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead.
結構同
Desperate
じ
to
シー
learn
ン多
more,
くない？
I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a
Penthouse.
pawn in a bigger plan and hinted at a group
なんか
so
舐めて
powerful
る？
it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm,
香港。
forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcast the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off.
あの襟流行ってんだね。
I
女
needed
性
to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn
エ
more.
リザベスカラーみたいな。さあ、そろそろ操
Eliza
作させてく
Cassan,
れ。
Picus Communications' first lady of news. Malik
ま
thought
だ
I
で
was
し
reaching
た。
when I told her Eliza was involved in this.
これだけで今日
The
終わっ
world's
ちゃうよ、
most
配
famous
信。
news anchor working with a mercenary hit squad.
ゲーム始まる前にね、
But when I
時間
confronted
切れになっ
Cassan
ちゃ
in
う。
her office, she freely admitted to
こん
jamming
な長
Detroit
時間やる
satellites
もんじ
the
ゃな
night
い。
Megan's team had been taken.
お試しプレイだから。
Since she's just been following her commands, I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news was
続きもんだったりする？本当に。
She was a
原
sophisticated
作の
AI
話とかじゃ
program
ないよね。
engineered to monitor data
長すぎ。
streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the
今週
inventor
も
turned
疲れましたね。
philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500.
英語が分かればな、もっといろんなゲーム楽しめるんだろうけどな。
And didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done.
中学英語くらいの
He called his enemies Illuminati
能力なの
and
で、
urged me to keep searching.
こんな早く喋られると何言っとる
I
か分から
tracked
ん。
down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front.
ヒューマニテ
Sandoval
ィで
admitted to
たびたび
operating
出て
on
くれる。
Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China.
またチャイナ。
Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit.
ロケラン
Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates seconds after entering anxious
EMP
airspace.
的な
Malik's piloting
ミサイルなのね。
skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into lower Hangshot. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation
またこの
harvesters.
人だ。
Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door,
眩しい。
meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifle
ゲーム
Bay
が始ま
Station,
らん。
a military base in the South China Sea,
ゲームが始まるまでもう10分以上経ってます。
and using them to perfect the Hyron project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then.
こんなムービー見せないといけない世界観なの？
In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower,
遊びながら見してよ、
a
それは。
ship headed to Singapore
世界観感は。
and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there. Forced
もう
by the
アニメなら
captors to create
CM 言ってるよ。
technology capable of remotely shutting down
10分
augmented
も。
abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I
これ
ran into
ゲームだよ
Yarrow
ね。
Mayer, the
本当
walking
に。
tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard.
遊ばせる気ある？
Bush didn't work.
人体模型。
I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Saraf had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his
バイ
point.
オチップ。
All over the world, augmented people
暴
flew
走
into a
してる。
killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was
あ、
up
そう
to me
だ
to
な。
set
機
things
械
right.
化しちゃうと、
To do it, I had
ハ
to
ッ
reach
キングされた
Pangaea,
時とか
a
ウイル
massive
ス怖いね。
installation in the
確か
Arctic
に。
Ocean.
誤動作は
As
嫌
I
だね。
raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's
人
broadcast,
体の機械化って
I
の
knew
は、
the damage he'd done.
セキュリティが大事だね。
Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their
Carida.
faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
さあ、そろそろ。机にか。ムービー長すぎだよ。今の時代だったら付き合ってくんないよ、こん
I
な
once thought
長
I
いム
could
ー
save
ビー。
the world. Now look at it.
何年前のゲームか知らんけど。
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Johnson! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
Agent Johnson.
Sir, no reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
先週ブラックマーケットでなんやかんや
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
もうすぐ20分になりますが、まだ操作をさせてもらえません。今日はもう一本あるんですよ。そろそろムービーはいいんじゃないですか。ちょうど長えな。頼むぜ。遊ばせてくれよ。ロード長えな。そこいい PC 使ってるんですけど。これまたムービーだったら怒るよ。次のゲーム行くよ。なんならヘビーレイン続きやりたいんですけど。まだですか。長くないですか、ロード。ゲーム落ちてないよね。こんな遅いことある？ 20 分も映像を見せて。 今時の若者はこんなに待ってくれないよ。遅すぎんか。どうしたどうした反応しないか。次のゲーム行くか。もうお腹いっぱいだろう。遊ぶ前に。遊ぶ前にお腹いっぱいだろう。なんで再起するゲーム。古いゲームだから、Windows 11と相性が悪い説はあるかもしれん。どのくらい古いか知らんけど。一旦閉じてやるか。全くもう、閉じることすらできないひょっとして。閉じることさえ許されない。タスクマネージャーだ。一応、もう一回だけ試してみる。これで動かんかったらやめよう。もう、ムービー長えし。またムービー見せられたら怒るよ。さすがにスキップできるでしょ。とりあえず、ロコ系は飛ばせないと。お、飛ばせた。ストーリー。ニューゲーム。おい、これ最初っからだな。
The year was 2027.
Yep.
Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money.
このスキップ。何？リハーサル。
I'm not leaving my six exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
なんだって？リボルバー、コンバットライフル。
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
やっと
You're
動
up
かせる。
first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush Drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
舞台って書いてあった。パラシュートとかは背中に埋まってんのかな。それともスパイダーマンみたいにスタッて着地できる。なんかオーラだな。 謎のブレーキができた。機械とかいうレベルじゃない技術だな。空中で摩擦を起こした。お、とりあえず普通に FPS。Y スプリント。
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
グラップ持てるんだ。さあ X オープン。ハンマー X オープン。狭いな。基本的にアクションが X だな。運ぶ意味あんのかな。あ、避けないと進めないよってことか。ジャンプ。は
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. We're gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
L オープン。インベントリー LB アサイン十字キービジョンよくわかりません。なにそれ。なんとかウィール。グレネード。何をすればいいの？インベントリーアサインなんとかビジョンをアサインしてください。パンチ。ユーズ セーブ。パワーがなんでおこれか。バチバチですよ。透明になったらなんとかなる。でハック。Use L Move the node ahead.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
なんでできたかは分かりませんが、オープン。で、消えなし。チュートリアルモード。いや。死んでる。いっか。死んでる。殺したんですけどね。こっちでいいんですか？下に参ります。
Listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
I copy.開けて。弾は無限じゃない？大丈夫かな？足りるかな弾。問答無用でみんなやるぜ。発射。
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster.
全部倒せばいいのだろう。
Roger that.
Watch out! I'm moving!
ヒーリング。ヒーリング ?RT。 弾がありません。弾がありません。弾がありません。みんな殺す。弾がありません。武器拾ったんじゃないのかこれ。弾がありません。武器をください。武器はこうか。へいへい、弾少ないけど。突っ込みすぎたか。というゲームでございました。いや。まあ一応普通に FPS って感じだね。ムービー長すぎるのはいい。今のご時世には合わないね。続きまして、ザ・ブリッジ。橋ですか？橋ですか？ザ・ブリッジ。と言いますね、少々。ブリッジ。これ。いびきがすごい。モノクロだね。おじさん。起きて。パッドでもできるんかな。リンゴ落とすのか。すべてある。すべてある。キーボードでやってほしそうだ。鉛筆画みたいな。何がすべてあるなんだろう。なんもないけど。まさか一周した？一周した説ある。ん？勇気を持って踏み出す足と。こんな土地あった？登れないや。どういうこと？スペースとなんもないけど。あ、傾ければいいんだな。この矢印で世界が傾くので、登れなかったところが登れるようになると。そして我が家。W。チャプター1。読み込んでいます。変わった我が家ですね。 屋根裏。エンターで続行。回していくんだろうな。エスケープでポーズだって。あ、戻ってきちゃった。道がないよ。これどうすんの？だって道がないよ。ここまではいいけども。おっ。あそこ乗れるの。そこ乗れるのね。ぐるっと回って、ゴールってこと？なんか、2D なのに酔いそうだな。書斎。鍵を取って、スライド。落ちたら死ぬ？おーとかはならないんだ。鍵ゲット。なんだろう、2D なのに酔う。ゲーム的には嫌いじゃないけど。ゲーム内容って、メナスって何？複雑だね。ボールがあるんだ。ボールのせいでゴールできないってこと？最後の記憶、それは痛みの記憶。触れちゃダメなんだね。逆回転かな。逆回転でもダメだよな。どうすりゃいいんだ？これじゃダメなのかな。ダメそうだな。 難しい。いきなり難しい。リセット。無理ですよね。難しいぞ、いきなり。ミスった時の跡が残ってるの嫌だな。でもあの球をまたどけないといけない。なあ、これで普通にいいのかも。いけたわ。中にはなんか気持ち悪いな、このゲーム。発想は面白いけど。死なないのすごいな。あれいけないのか。これでも別にいけるんじゃないか。あれすごい滑るよ。かかる？かかりはしない。螺旋。鍵が2個。とりあえず回してみよう。はい、コアゲット。コアゲット。これ落ちちゃわない？あそこに拾わないといけないのか。こう。惜しい。そして時間は巻き戻る。来た。おっさんそっちのけで鍵をぐるぐる回す。 ああ、2D なのに酔うわ、このゲーム。気持ち悪い気持ち悪い。目を回る。でもパズルゲームは嫌いじゃないよ。よいしょ。まあ一面クリアしたら終わるかね。まだ何面あるの？海の部屋、オールガール。鍵はない。それが来る前に上がってほしかったな。違う、根本が違うのかな。この辺から逆回転しようか。どの道やられちゃう。どの道言えちゃう。逆回転してみよう。ダメですね。どっかに引っ掛けないといけないんだろうな。ジャンプしたりできればいいのにな。先に降りる。これで落ちれんか。あー、惜しいな。耐えながら、耐えろ。空中制御効かんかな。ガンはいい発想だと思ったのにな。ジャンプぐらいしてくれよ。絶対ダメだよな。間に合わない。間に合わない。間に合え。間に合わない。間に合ったところでだよな。一面から難しくないですか？登れ。 どうすりゃいいんじゃ。どうすりゃいいの。むずっ。もっと早く回ればな、これが。くるんって回ってくれれば簡単なのにな。くるんって回ってくれれば。わからん。他にないもんな。お？これどうよ。ダメか。新しいかなと思ったけど、全然新しくなかった。全然新しくなかった。どっちゃダメなんだよな。わからん。角で立ち往動するんだよな。スッと左行ってくれればいいのに。うわ、ここスタートして。出しが開いたりとかそういうギミックがあるわけでもなく、やれることつったらこの間に下に行ったりとかはできる。ここで乗れないんだよな。ここであそっちに乗れるならすごくいいんだけどな。回転が結局遅いからさ。ここ右に行ってくれればクリアなのに。 れないんだろうな。まあ乗れたところで感はあるけど。ここで耐えて何の意味がある？これでいけたりする？逆。いや、こっちじゃないとダメだよな。結局はこっちには乗れない気がするけど。乗れないんで、なんでそっち行くん？なんでそっち行くん？こっちだと死ぬよね。ですよね。かけて。ここがさ、あっちに落ちちゃうんだよね。戻ってるだけだもんね、これね。あ、これ。ここいい状態な気がするんだけどな。違うのかな。踏ん張るとかあればな。これでいけんか？いけそう。おー、いけた。いやー、チャプター1クリア。Thinker、考える人。というパズルゲームでございます。ちょっと 2D なのに目が回りそうになるけど、興味のある方はぜひやってみてくださいということで今日はこの辺でお疲れ様でした。さようなら、バイバイ。またね。